All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 4 of archiving people and interviewing people. Today, I have my good friend Cartoon here. We're gonna ask him a couple questions about what he's done within Rec Room. So, first off, Cartoon, when did you join Rec Room and why?
I started playing Rec Room in November or something, 2021. I actually I was on a trip across what do you call it? The United States. I went to Arizona, and whenever we were going back, we stopped by in Colorado, or I think it was Nebraska or something. I don't know which state it was, and we stayed at some person's house for like a night. And the person that owned the house, he had a VR headset, a Rift to be exact, and I played on it for a couple of hours. Funny fact, I actually poured water accidentally on the person's keyboard after I was done. So, yeah, but during that time, I played a couple of games, and I went across what Rec Room. I already knew what Rec Room was off of like advertisements on YouTube, and basically, I knew about the game, and I just wanted to have a VR experience with it while I was there. So I was like, hey, why don't I make an account for it? So I went on there and I made an account, and I started playing. And I do actually have a picture of my first ever photo. It's me in the rec center. Actually, it was a very cool photo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was great. But anyways, I started playing actually consistently in February 22nd, my birthday of 2022. So basically a couple months after. And then actually I played for about a month actually, consistently. Until this is kind of a little bit of my biggest regret within Rec Room, but I took a 7-month break from it. I hopped on only 2 times within that break, wherever the hell, and I didn't really play it, which I heard a lot of stuff happen during that 7-month timeline when I was gone. A lot of good things happened with Rec Room. So, but anyways, after that happened, I came back in 2023, and I've been consistent ever since. So I've been consistent for about 3 years. So, yeah.
So, what would you say you've done most to impact Rec Room as a whole?
Well, I've been, it's gonna sound corny, but I've been a part of this, thing called the Rec Room Mafia community. I'm not really a part of it anymore. I'm part of a community that's technically in it. Not really anymore, but, basically, whenever I joined the game, in my birthday, started playing consistently, I joined the community, a couple of days after, so I'm not gonna say which person introduced me to it. He's a friend of mine, but yeah, can't really say his name. Well, this is an archive thing. It doesn't matter. His name is Mr. Crusader. He introduced me to it in the community, the mob community. So, yeah. He introduced me to this thing called the mob community or the mafia community, and basically after I took the 7-month break, I really started consistently being a part of the mob community, and I was part of a few families, notably this family called the Winters, which was a great family. I love the people in there. The person that owned it, Smith, he's a really good person, really good Irish guy. He's great. I was a part of that community for about a few months, and it was a great time. But anyways, after all that, I joined this community. I also, while I was in the Winters, I was in this other community called the Aether Family. It was a good community too. I'm not gonna really describe what we did in there, but it was pretty fun, and only lasted for about a month. So it's kind of, I don't know, it was pretty big though for what it was. So yeah. Anyways, during this time, whenever it was during the summertime, actually no, this was during May. Before I started really getting into the mob community and stuff, I really started getting into it in April or May of 2023. But before then, I heard about this other community called the Verelli family. Specifically, whenever I saw this thing called the Verelli estate. Whenever I first saw the map, I actually recognized it, and I didn't know why I did until I went to the map, and yeah, I soon found out it was apparently a big community back then. But yeah, I wasn't really operating at the time because of inactivity within the group. But yeah, that's when I heard about the Verelli family, and a couple months passed after that moment, and then it's kind of funny. During May, I think the date was May 15th. I was on Rec Room and I was very bored. Actually, I was about to hop off the game, and I looked in the events page, and I remember I was joking around, and I just thought, oh, what if I scroll down this page? Let me see what I find. And I don't know how, oh, I just had a lag spike right there. Time lined up so weird. It's fascinating how I even, how it lines up this good. But whenever I scrolled down that page, I looked in the very bottom of it, and I saw this event called a evening at La Nostra Megliora, and it was made by Laser. This was, by the way, the first Verelli event made since like 2022. But I saw this event. It just started. That's why I was very low on the events page, and I was like, I knew this guy Ligzer. I knew what he did and stuff. He created a Verelli Center. I was like, oh crap, he made an event. I want to join it. So whenever I joined it, I saw really the first-hand experience of the Verelli family that day. That was when I actually joined the community in 2023, and it was a great event. A lot of people were there that I knew. I got recruited by a person I got recruited technically by 3 people. The person that I asked to be recruited was from a person called Macarena. He referred me to another guy called Ramsey, and Ramsey told me about the family and stuff, and okay. Oh, crap. Yo, what's up, Ramos? We're doing an interview, bro.
But continue.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Yo, what's going on, dude?
We're doing like a little interview thing. So just stay out of the camera's right there. Just stay out of frame for a second until we get done. Appreciate it. Continue.
Yeah. It's gonna sound corny. Yeah, but whenever so Ramsey basically he told me the information about the family and stuff, and after that I was a part of at the same time. This was May, so it wasn't the summer, and I was still part of the winters or of the house. So he told me that I wasn't really officially in because I was a part of that. He just kind of hired me as a bartender, whatever the heck. So I kind of accepted that because I knew the Verellis were like kind of like, I don't know. So, and then later that day, I joined an event, and I saw a person called Antonio Verelli, or Tony, and he basically kind of he kind of just told me I was like a member of it. So yeah, technically 3 people. So yeah. Anyways, ever since that day, I've been a part of the community. Ever since, I haven't really been a part of any community since, and it's been a great experience, especially on this game.
For sure.
Yeah.
Who are some people that you've met within Rec Room and you would say have impacted you the most?
Person that has really impacted the way I've actually done stuff in Verelli, and the person that has impacted the way I, kind of think about stuff now. Definitely a person. I think you've done an interview with him, like literally. He was the underboss, or the second in command of the Verelli family, and I was basically kind of his right-hand man, and he taught me a lot of stuff about how to do, how to deal with people whenever, the situations get bad and stuff, and really taught me a lot about the community. And I wouldn't have done it without him. If it wasn't for him, Verelli wouldn't be such a big community as it is now. But yeah, he basically, he's a real good person, especially to me. He's a good friend. I'm not gonna say too much stuff because it's gonna sound corny as hell. But he yeah, he was a good person to have around. So definitely another person that kind of encouraged me as well, or kind of forgot what the question was, but I'm gonna mention it anyways. Ligzer was definitely another person. Ligzer and Tony, both of them, were definitely people that kind of inspired me within Rec Room, and especially being in the Verellis, because Ligzer, he was a great person. He's still a great person, and he definitely taught me how to do things and stuff. And he was there since the beginning, whenever I was in back then in Verelli, so he still technically is here. But yeah, he taught me a lot of things, how to make events and stuff. So yeah, and Tony too. Tony was the person who officially recruited me in the Verellis, and he was actually the first Verelli that I actually met. And he was a great person back then. He still is. Well, why did I say that like he was gone? He was back then. I was actually his DJ back then. Whenever he used to do freestyling and stuff, he still does it. He still has the ability to do it. But I was his DJ for a bit, and it was pretty fun. But yeah, so yeah, that's
Okay.
That was it.
Overall, how would you say Rec Room has impacted your life? More positive or negative?
I mean, I've definitely had some very good memories, and I've definitely met a lot of good people that are definitely going to be my friends for a bunch of more years to come, and I'm not going to ever forget. But Rec Room, towards my IRL life, took a lot of time. I've taken a lot of sacrifices and time out of my life to spend time within people in here and to hang out with friends and stuff. And as much as that sounds kind of good, I don't know, it's just kind of like could have been spending my time more productive, and definitely not being on here making events, which don't get me wrong, making events for Verelli, especially Verelli events, they're fun because you get to meet a lot of people and you get to hang out with the people that you already been knowing for years. So even to this day, I just had an event literally like 20 minutes ago. I was having a fun time there, just talking with people. So definitely great, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So I feel like, but towards Rec Room in my IRL life, I'm gonna say this: it takes away your social ability. So that's a problem with me.
Yeah.
A problem with a lot of people, but it takes away a lot of social ability that you get IRL. So just watch out for that whenever you're playing Rec Room. But I've definitely had a lot more fun playing this game and hanging out with friends, and it's been a ride. So it's been,
For sure.
It's been pretty cool.
All right. Is there anything else we want to add to that before we conclude?
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be a lot more questions, but I guess
This is meant to be sort of like a short thing. Don't really want it to go on for 30 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Well. All right. Yeah, I think that's really it. I don't know.
Thank you all for watching. Still not 100% sure if I'm going to upload this to YouTube or not, but if I do, to those who are watching, hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Shout out to Radium for bringing back Rec Room.
For sure.